Alright, hey, my name is Lame Boy, and I'm here to give you a comprehensive guide to the Gorgon Raid in New World. This will be for new players or players that are trying to learn the raid, so let's get prepared here. First things you need is a basic Angry Earth Combat Trophy, or if you're feeling fancy, a major Angry Earth Combat Trophy. This will help with damage and completing the raid. Other things you'll need is the coating to make sure you increase your damage, the ward potion to increase your defense, desert sunrise to reduce dots, some sort of attribute food, I use con, and a powerful honing stone. Now all these things are necessary. I've seen some talk, Lame, what do I need the trophies for? I completed it without the trophies. That means you're getting carried, okay? No one wants to carry people, especially in the first time, unless you're getting gold. Other things I hear, Lame, what's good armor for Gorgon Raid? Here's an example of not good armor, okay? You are a musket player. You've got enchanted ward on 2 pieces of your gear. That's great. But you have ice harnessing and lightning harnessing on those same pieces, and you have crippling reap. Why? Okay? Easiest way to get good gear, just remember enchanted ward, some sort of conditioning, refreshing, and then something to boost the damage of the weapon you're using. That's it. That's all you really need, okay? So let's get through this raid. First part, ad phase. Nobody cares about the ad phase. Get through it quickly. If you die, revive. It's not a mutated dungeon. You don't get harmed or penalized for reviving. So just bop beep, get back in there, keep fighting. Make sure you get to the boss as quickly as possible. You only have 4 hours to do this raid, and the bosses take a little bit of time. So, ad phase again, you can see it's just clearing through here. And this is where we get to the first puzzle. I'll slow down so I can explain how this puzzle works in just a second. Look at us just clearing things, we're so good. Okay, so the puzzle works like this. There's going to be buttons on the right and the left side. 2 unfortunate souls are going to stand on the buttons and spawn spiders. The tank will aggro the spiders, and everyone else is going to be situated on this side, making sure that they're hitting the rotating balls, okay? You're making sure that the balls eventually glow green. I'm not sure how this works at all. Nobody really knows. We just hit the balls and hope for the best here. As soon as you open the door, bada bing, let's get to the first boss. Before you get into the first boss, make sure you're popping all of your coatings, wards, and potions, okay? It's important, just to make sure you survive. And this is the first boss. His name is Echidna, and he's probably the easiest boss of the raid. Echidna only has 3 things you really need to know. First off, get on the pillars, and only use heavy attack. Whether this be ranged heavy attacks or melee heavy attacks, you're just trying to deplete the boss's stamina. And I skipped ahead because this boss is long as heck. But you get on the pillars, hit the boss with heavy attacks, deplete his stamina bars so you have a chance to do extra damage. Now, Echidna will spit out these crystals. You gotta delete them quickly, because if you don't, it could wipe the whole team. But here we go. Rinse and repeat. Hit him with heavy attacks. Ooh, we deleted his stamina. Backshot damage. Alright, so when Echidna gets on since haunches, this is where we have a free damage phase. You're just going to beat up the boss for a little bit, and if you're on the pillars, get off. They're glowing. They're going to kill you. We go for the crystals, kill them quickly as always, and then you see this? How he's in the air like that? Okay, I didn't do it, but you're supposed to roll right at the apex of that jump, because it's just a whole arena-wide AoE. So there, boom, jumping, killing the crystals, roll, wow, look at me. And then you just rinse and repeat again. Get on pillars, heavy attacks, keep deleting the boss's stamina, get those free damage, kill the crystals, bada bing, bada boom. This is the boss fight. It's super easy. If you unfortunately have your tank die, you can just kite the boss around the arena and do the same thing. It's not that bad. This should be the easiest boss, and if you just want to farm this boss for googly eyes later on in the game, you can totally do that. So here we go. We depleted the boss's stamina again, and wow, we win! Yeah, let's go. Okay, you earn a couple things from this boss: jewelry, Azoth conductors. That's pretty much it. Juniper berries and the googly eyes. Yeah, if you've done the boss again. All right, and then we go back to Whitney. Ready for this? Guess what? Ad phase. Same stuff as before. Speed through the ad phase. Try to get to the next boss. On this part, stay to the right. There's ads. Nobody likes fighting them. It's really annoying. Go through the ads. Revive yourself. Someone was nice and kind for me. If you have the quest, it's to the right of this pool. I just wanted to slow down and show you that. But we keep moving. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Pew, pew, pew. Kill the ads. All right, this is the second puzzle. And it's going to look like this. So this is a pretty good map. You're going to have people stand on the pressure plates and avoid the Gorgon sisters in the center. So you're going to start moving this way and move to the upward right of this map, right? This is the counterclockwise direction. And then you're going to avoid these two girls because if you see them, they will one-shot you. That's pretty much the gist of this puzzle. At the pressure plates, there's spiders. Got to kill those. That's it. Okay, yippee, you did the puzzle. Now it's time to move on to Typhon. This is the second boss and the hardest boss. I have a lot to say about this guy. Okay, this is the one that will stop a raid dead in its tracks. Use your buffs, use your potions. Also, side note, if you see the shrine, hug it, kiss it. It's a weird one. You gotta just touch it really hard or you don't respawn there. If you're a DPS, all damage, no con. Trust your healers, trust your team. That's how this works. It's a little scary, but I promise you that's the way this raid has to be done. So this is Typhon. Typhon only has 4 mechanics that he actually does. He has Thorn Maidens, which will trap a player, and if you are a DPS, try to break yourself out or scream for help. If you're a tank or a healer, scream for help. There's nothing we can do unless you're in a team that's helping you out. He has a slam. He does a slam in the middle of the arena during second and third phase, and he has a wombo combo, which we call the Tekken combo. That's pretty much it. Just stay behind the boss and try to only use melee damage. That's the gimmick here. Echidna, range damage. Typhon, melee damage. Stand behind the boss and do melee damage. Stupid simple. Let's give you a layout of the arena. So, I'm an artist. Look at this. This is the arena here. And this is the top-down view, so you're going to be looking like this away, right? This is your view. This is the overview. During Typhon, you're going to hear calls that are designating which parts of the arena are going to be dangerous. They're usually going to be right, middle, or left. When that happens, if right and left are bad, don't worry about it. Just stay in the middle, try to beat Typhon, do your thing. If the middle is bad, it's always default left or waterfall side, because some people can actually look at the scenery during this. Crazy business. But anyway, middle, go left. Right and left, don't worry about anything. The other call is going to be spikes. Now, this one is super important. It hurts raids so bad. Spikes call, you're going to have a beautiful red flower above your head, and it summons spikes. Does 3 of them. And if you're standing in the group of everyone beating up the boss, you will wipe the entire raid. You don't have con, remember? You're just doing damage. So your instinct when you hear spikes from anyone is to roll out away from the boss, and if you have the spikes, do a cute little semicircle away from everyone so that you can go back to beating up Typhon. They're also called the Reds. Either way, move away, save your team. So let's get to the ad phase. Typhon only summons 3 types of ads. One is a spider, which you ignore. one is Deputy Dog over here, and one is Danger Crow over here. When Typhon absorbs these bosses when they're not killed, Deputy Dog gives him a defensive boost, Danger Crow gives him an offensive boost. Your goal during the Typhon fight for the first and second phase is to defeat as many Deputy Crows as you can as quickly as possible. Then you move on to Danger Dog. Again, if he absorbs the crow, he punches harder. If he absorbs the wolf, he's more defensive. So you really want to kill them all, but focus the crow first, then the dog. During the third phase, vice versa. Kill the dog so you can beat up Typhon harder. If he punches you harder, don't worry about it. You're a wizard, you're a champion, you're a WWE wrestler. Just stand behind him, don't die. And then after ad phase is one of the last mechanics you need to know, which is eyes. Eyes is when Typhon goes into the middle of the arena, sniffs around like he's looking for dirty panties, and designates one person that he's in love with. When he does that, you'll have eyes above your head, and you need to hide behind a pillar in order to avoid the attack and stun Typhon for just a quick second. If you mess this up and you don't get behind a pillar in time, GG's, you're out. It's a one-shot mechanic. So eyes is also very important. But that's pretty much Typhon. Yeah. Okay, so you beat Typhon. Whoopee scoopy. Alright, that's it. Dunzo. You get Tresna, which is a PvP hammer, and you get a random article of clothing. It's like Goodwill. Whatever you get, you get. Hoplite gear is pretty good. It's like Azoth gear 2.0. Pretty sick, man. Okay, now we get to the last ad phase. Get through it, speed through it, yada yada yada. I'm speeding through this because I really don't care about it. But I really want to mention that there is a shrine mechanic here. So you see this holy water. Excuse me. Holy water, just making me thirsty. Okay, so the holy water mechanic is to cleanse. It cleanses players and the arena. This is the last mechanic you need to know for the rest of the raid, even for the last boss. So that's pretty much it. You go to the shrine, you pick up the holy water, and you throw it like a baseball. So get your Jackie Robinson on, throw it at people, throw it on the floor. That's all you needed to do. This arena phase, clear the arena, wipe out the ads. And then you get to the last puzzle, quote unquote. It's not really a puzzle. You split up into two groups. Group 1 usually goes left. Group 2 usually goes right. Someone messes it up as always. It's an MMO. I don't think anyone knows how to count here. Anyway, and you just speed through it. You pull levers and let your other team through, and you get to the last boss, okay? This is the last boss. Again, always buff up, get ready, and remember, cleansing mechanic, this is it. Broodmother is a marathon. Do not try to use too much damage. Respec, go back to con. This is where you just need to survive as long as possible. Alright, so most of the people that I know that have done the raid for the first time usually run like 200 con. It's a little excessive, but it helps. If you're more familiar with it, 150, 100 is pretty good, but stay on the safe side. 150 about. Broodmother is another boss where you're only using ranged weapons because she just has stuff all over the ground, okay? This is the cleansing mechanic where you need to help your friends out. So let's go over some of the debuffs. Here's how they sound. I'm asleep. I need a cleanse. I've got herpes, okay? Those are the three. When you hear those, cleanse your friend. That's how this works. And usually what you need to do is say your name, your location, and screaming for help that you need to cleanse. Because I'm asleep doesn't mean anything unless you're in your guild. So say, hey, Lame Boy is dead asleep at the back left shrine. And someone's gonna be like, okay, Lame Boy, wake up right now. We got a boss to kill. Easy. There you go. That's how that sounds. The other call that you need to make sure you're paying attention to is blooms. So that just means flowers will bloom, and you need to take your damage and kill the blooms immediately. They throw stuff on the ground, or they put you to sleep. Don't want any of those debuffs, so let's get that done quickly. The other one is ads. Kill the ads as fast as possible. But that's it. Broodmother is stupid simple. The hardest part about it is cleansing your friends. Oh, and I forgot the vines. Vines happen, and you needed to just get rid of the vines quickly so you can get the shrines back. When you kill the vines, you get the shrine again. But that's it. Stupid simple boss. Stay alive, help your friends. And you done did it, son. You killed the last boss. You did the Gorgon Raid. Stupid simple. You're a hero for Aeternum, okay? You did it, man. I believed in you the whole time. Don't really remember what she gives you. I think it's the weapons. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, so she gives you weapons here, and they're loot bias. So whatever you're using to beat the boss, that's what you get. And if you have a shield as a decoration, you get that too, okay? It's always loot biased here, and she gives you 3 chromatic seals. Oh, and the elemental band, yeah. But that's it. Good job. Welcome to being a Gorgon completer. And thanks for watching my video. Peace.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
No worries,
Don't
Richard.
forget the chest behind the teleporter.
Yeah.
See
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys, good run.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys joining our run. Makes so much of a
Later,
difference.
y'all. Did someone get the guild invite out to whoever needed it?
Askros? Yeah. Askros, you need to leave your guild, right?
Was that a troll? The chest behind the teleporter? Was that a troll?
Yeah.
Look.
I fell for that like the
I
second.
just looked too.
That has to be like the third time. I fell for that.
Oh shit.